Tim Cotter has been coming to Loretta Lynn's for 30 years. As director of MX Sports, this is his event.
I just shut this gate 10 minutes ago. If my kid's a star baseball player, I'm at a couple of camps, $400 for a bat and a glove. But when you step into this, you had a $8,000 motorcycle, and then you add $8,000 worth of upgrades to it, and then you got to have a $200,000 motorhome, and at $5 a gallon, they travel all over the country, riding different races and try to make it to Loretta Lynn's. You just got to sit back and say, wow, this is passion.
This guitar was given to Loretta Lynn as an anniversary present from her husband. A year later, she was signing her first recording contract. In motocross, a Cobra 50 is often a Christmas or birthday present that launches a career.
Cobra was designed around this race. The company was, not just the bike. In the past 15 years of racing since this class has been instated, we've won all the titles except for one in 2001. The really cool thing about being involved in the sport at this level, there's a certain innocence with the kids. All 42 competitors out here, those kids are just passionate. They were born to race dirt bikes, all of them were. I tell parents all the time, motocross is not a sport you push your kids into, they're born into it.
Motocross for me is foreign. I didn't know this whole thing even really existed. He saw it on TV and was hooked.
Couldn't take him off of it. He wants to ride every single day from sunup to sundown. He loves it. He loves it.
I would get home from work, he would be waiting with his little PW 50, and I couldn't get undressed fast enough to take him to this little grass field. And I would sit on the back of a pickup truck and he would burn tank after tank. He was miserable if he wasn't on the motorcycle. I mean, miserable.
When Ryder got off the track, Lyle Robertson asked him, "Do you know what you just did?" And he says, "I won a race." He doesn't know the importance of how big this race was. He's just a kid. He just has no clue on what this has started.
At 5 years old, Ryder DeFrancesco is the youngest Loretta Lynn's champion ever. 10 years on the road, 4,000 hours of riding, and a couple $100,000 from now, DeFrancesco will probably be here. This is the Super Mini class. They are the best 42 riders in America between 12 and 15 years old. And they are preparing for the biggest race of their lives. If you prove yourself here, the next stop is the pros. Some are feeling the weightlessness of accomplishment. Others, the burden of expectations. This is motocross prodigy Adam Cianciarulo. This is Adam's mother.
God bless him, please, God bless him.
And this is Adam's father.
Come on, bud, you can do it. There's so much that goes into that gate drop. You watch your son, everything he sacrifices, how hard he works, all this goes into that little pin on the gate. And when that thing drops, it just, my mind starts going crazy. Is the bike right? It could be a flat tire. Anything can happen.
Into the start, it's the number 92 machine with a huge hole shot.
Yeah, buddy, good shot! Wow!
This is a risky sport. I understand the risks. I can't dwell on them. He's so passionate about it that if I were to ever tell him, because of my fears, that he can't do what he wants to do and live his dream and pursue his goals, I just think that could be worse than anything that could happen to him on the track.
Here in this first moto, it's going to be number 92, Adam Cianciarulo.
Is it over?
Can you comment on the safety issues?
Oh my God, this is gonna be tough for me.
Go, do it. Come on, baby.
Hold on a second. You did good. That 159 was solid, but I don't like the injury stuff. Ugh.
Do you just want to move on? Come back to it?
Yeah, let's come back to it.
At Loretta's, injuries derail dreams all the time. After winning a championship last year, Tyler Berriman trained all year with the hope that a good result at Loretta's would earn him a pro contract.
All right, buddy, you can do it. I love you.
While the eyes of the industry were watching the track, Tyler found himself reeling in pain after 2 laps of racing.
Want to sit in a chair? Can't sit down.
He had crashed and been run over twice. But while dreams are often obstructed, they are hard to kill.
This morning I went out for my next moto. Tried to ride, I did the whole moto, 20 minutes. Couldn't sit down, decided to go get it checked out, and it turned out I fractured my tailbone.
I just try to be really supportive of everything that he does and tell him, you know, that I love him no matter what, whether he crashes, wins. He's got what it takes.